I know I can't be the only one who wakes up every morning and literally finds something wrong with them. Whether it's my hair is not looking right today, whether it's I didn't apply my makeup right, whether I just don't like the way an outfit that I put on looks. We all have those issues. Males, females, women, men, whatever, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, we all have those issues.
All right, girl, let's be positive today. We looking okay. We look
could
decent.
look better, though.
Definitely didn't need that
What's
slice of
going on with
pizza.
my
Skin, I just can't get it together. My eyes look super big. Titties look extra big, a little saggy.
Just be confident in yourself. You got this. Without lashes, I look like a naked mole rat. I was totally feeling cute earlier, but now I don't know.
Breathe. These are just intrusive thoughts. I feel extra bloated today. Okay, let me be positive.
Ugh, I feel so ugly.
And yeah, fuck it.
Okay, so today we are going to talk a little bit about body positivity. I'm going to tell you the definition of body positivity, and then we're going to listen to this very graphic TikTok that describes a woman who absolutely does not agree or like the body positivity movement, because this movement's been going on for a while and we've seen it everywhere. And I have a feeling that it's about to take another turn very soon. Not have a feeling, we've already seen the signs. So body positivity is a social movement that promotes the acceptance and the appreciation of all body types, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, or physical abilities. It encourages individuals to challenge the societal beauty standards and embrace their bodies as they are. I think that that's a great thing, because regardless if, say, I didn't like something about me that I couldn't fix, and I'd have to go get cosmetic surgery, I'd have to look at it every single day. Every single day, and it would bother me. Even with cosmetic surgery, some things might still bother you afterwards. So we're going to listen to this nice young lady, and if you have kids around, earmuffs, because she says some very colorful words, and then we'll get back to the conversation.
The body positivity movement kept me fucking fat. Okay, this is the part that got me fucked up. First, I agree with some of this shit. Appreciating your body in spite of flaws, sure. Feeling confident about your body, yeah. Loving yourself, absolutely. But accepting your body's shape and size, that's where you got me fucked up. Body positivity also means enjoying the body you have and not beating yourself up over changes that happen naturally due to aging and pregnancy, absolutely. But lifestyle choices, abso-fucking-lutely not, dude. Are you kidding me? If your lifestyle choices are actively harming your body, there's nothing positive about that. When I was almost 200 pounds and I was pre-hypertensive and pre-diabetic at 19 years old, and when people were telling me, just love yourself, embrace body positivity, like, there was nothing fucking positive about anything that I was doing. Self-love should be about loving yourself and taking the best fucking care of yourself. So when I was 19 and I was obese and I was already having health issues, the best fucking thing I ever did was look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, holy fuck, if you do not make changes, you are going to go down a road that you are not going to be able to turn back from. That's what self-love is.
Okay, so when the body positivity movement first came about, I would say it was, when I noticed it was a few years back when Victoria's Secret, whose sales weren't doing so well, started changing all of their models. Like, I used to watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I don't know why, because I didn't buy anything from it. Like, I didn't buy any of the lingerie. I didn't buy any of the bra and panties from it. I usually was the Victoria's Secret pink girl. If you're a male and you're watching this, Victoria's Secret is divided by two sides. It has Victoria's Secret pink and it has Victoria's Secret, regular Victoria's Secret. And I would go in there and get my 5 for 25 panties, which I think now is like 7 for 27 or maybe even 7 for 30. I don't know, because I haven't been there for a while. But I remember watching the very last Victoria's Secret fashion show. And then soon after there, I just noticed that, like, I think that was like the lowest views that they'd ever received. And then this whole body positivity movement thing came in. That's how I remember it. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. So Victoria's Secret did like kind of like a rebrand, and they ended up having like more plus size models, of more variety of models. And they've always had a Tyra Banks model for them. So they always had a variety of models, but it just really started evolving. And then Kim K launched her Skims line. And I don't know if that happened before Victoria's Secret rebranded, but you get where I'm going with this. So Kim K had her all-inclusive line. It was body positivity. It doesn't matter what size, what color you are, what shape you are. Everybody's welcome to the party, and that was it. So the thing about it is, I feel like this also, I don't know if this was so much because these companies were really into body positivity or if it was going to help their sales. Because, if you start making things that can fit everyone, then everyone may choose to shop there. Now, some people might still boycott and say, hey, you weren't rooting for me before, and now you're rooting for me because your sales are plummeting. That's a negative. So not really sure what ended up happening there. One thing I did notice, and this is what brought this video about, was women are not the only ones that have those issues. I recently came across a photo of Channing Tatum this week, and I thought he looked great in both photos. I looked at it and I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, he has abs now, but I mean, he didn't look bad in this picture, but once again, it's not how others perceive you, it's how you perceive yourself. And I'm a strong believer in that. Sometimes if I gain a couple pounds, I'm like, ugh, I don't like the way that I'm feeling. And then, of course, if you have a significant other, your husband, your wife, whoever, honey, you look fine. Well, I don't look fine to me. Like, that's just, people have to understand and respect that everyone has in their mind a way they want to look or the way they feel they should look. And that's okay. No matter what people tell you on the outside. Like, I have a gap. I've been tempted to go back and forth with fixing the gap and not fixing the gap and fixing it. And now I think I'm at a point where I'm just going to leave it. But next week I might think about, I want to fix it again. It's just something. Like, all the rest of my teeth are straight, but I just have that gap. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's not that the gap doesn't really bother me too much because I feel like I forget I even have it at times unless I take a picture and I smile and I see it. But even then, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's my signature. I feel like it's me, Stacy with the gap. Like, who I am. It's whatever. But back to body, that could be part of body positivity. So then I remember seeing an article where Kanye said the Kardashians forced him to take Ozempic or whatever to lose weight. The way Kanye's been going, I don't know if that's true or not because Kanye's going to Kanye. But then I remember there was an episode last season of the Kardashians. I was going to say Keeping Up, but I guess they don't call that anymore. And I saw it in the blogs where Scott Disick had opened his refrigerator and there was Ozempic sitting on the top shelf, and the camera crew forgot to edit that out. And I don't know how people with their spidey senses, they all saw it and ran to the comments, were like, oh, Scott's on Ozempic. And you can kind of tell that he's on Ozempic because and this is a fact, if you take that drug and you do not do any sort of working out or get enough protein, you are going to have Ozempic face. That's just the tea. That's you can Google it. I'm not a doctor. I didn't make it up. It's the tea. You have to work out and you have to eat protein if you're on that drug. Because if you don't, you're going to get Ozempic face. It's a proven fact. And what Ozempic face is when everything starts looking sunken in because you're losing weight so drastically. So Scott did kind of have Ozempic face. Like, you could tell that he did not lose the weight naturally, which is fine, but he also did not do the things that he was supposed to do while losing the weight, or not supposed to, because you don't have to work out. I don't think that Ozempic or any of the GPL ones are something where they're told that you have to work out. I think it's highly recommended that you lift weights and up your protein, but it's not, I don't think it's like a must, but that's not even what this video is about. But people noticed Scott right away, I think because of his face. So obviously when they were watching Keeping Up, or keep calling Keeping Up, the Kardashians, the first chance they got when he opened his fridge for that short clip, they were like, bam, there they go. Another person that recently posted was Moneybagg Yo. He's a rapper. If you don't know who he is, you can Google him. You don't have to Google him, but he basically just did a before and after pic, and I thought he looked fine in the first picture, but once again, it's not about me. And the next picture, he had these rock hard abs. Good for him. That's what makes him feel better. But I'm just the reason why I'm making this video is because for the last few years, for women, it was the BBL culture. It was small waist, big booty, big breast, and that was it. It didn't even matter if you were in shape and you had that. There were people who were definitely out of BMI going to get these BBLs. Let's just be real. Because and you could tell by their arms. You could tell by their arms, and you could tell by their legs. Prime example, Rolly from Baddies. I can't believe that a doctor did a surgery on her because she was definitely out of BMI standards. Like that's so dangerous because so she got the smaller waist that she wanted. She got the bigger butt that she wanted, but you can tell that like she didn't that was it. Like after she got off that table, she's like, I'm not doing nothing else. I'm gonna eat the way I want to eat. I'm gonna do what I want to do because nothing else was indicated that she had even lifted like a 5 pound weight. Let's call a spade and be real. That's her choice. Who else were we going to talk about today? Lizzo. Lizzo, I do believe, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I do believe that Lizzo, she could have taken something to her sister, but I do believe that she worked out as well because she just looks healthy. Like you see her before and after picture, and Lizzo looks just super healthy, super happy. I think she went away for like a year or something to a retreat to get her mind right. She could have went away to do something else. I don't know. That's just what she told everybody. But I don't know. She looks happy. You can tell in pictures when people just look miserable. And I don't know Lizzo from a can of paint, but she just looks happy. Now, the scary thing is for the youth, because now that we're going through this rapid change again, the youth wanted these BBLs and all these surgeries to, have that hourglass shape. And now if you start to look at social media, everyone is getting thin again, like super thin, like scary thin. And I'm seeing the 90s, early 2000s models like trending. That's just what we're seeing these days. And I don't feel like a body size or your body should be a trend. I think that your body should be something that you take care of and that you decide you envision something for yourself, and then once you envision it, you work towards it, whatever it may be, because we all have imperfections. Even those pictures that you see of your favorite celebrity, I'm telling you, they have imperfections. And I had to laugh the other day when Shade Room posted this picture of Kris Jenner, and I just went to the comments and I'm like, you guys cannot be this, like, I'm trying to use a nice choice word. You guys cannot be this naive. Do you really think Kris Jenner looks like this in person? Do you really think she has zero pores? Do you really think that, and it's not hating, it's just keeping it real. I've seen clips of Kris Jenner, like when passing through watching the Kardashians. She does not look like that picture. That picture is heavily filtered. She also obviously gets filler and Botox. There are a lot of things that help that picture look the way it was. And people were just in the comments. I'm hoping it was sarcasm, but something leads me to believe that people actually believe that she looks this way, which there's nothing wrong with aging. What is Kris Jenner in her 70s? Like, girl, you look amazing for 70s with or without Botox, And it's nothing wrong with filtering a picture and making yourself feel a little bit more beautiful. But for people to say she's literally aging backwards, I need people to get serious. I don't know. Where do you see this body positivity trend going next? I see it going back to 90s and 2000s. I just see it, especially when you see Dream Doll. She's a rapper. She recently said this.
It's like I went and got surgery, and I'm like want to transition back to my natural body. Like,
oh, what now?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going out of fashion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like natural bodies are more and more slim thick. I feel like that is like what's in right now.
But so naturally, are you you're slim thick, right?
Nasata, no ass at all.
That's me. That is me. That I was gonna say that was me.
I wish I could have like my A cups back, like so bad, but it's just.
But why though?
Because I miss little boobs. It be hurting your back and stuff.
You just had a baby, so like, what are you gonna do, girl? Like, are you gonna now like take out your implants, have them take the stuff out your hips because this is a trend? And then what about 10 years from now, if the whole BBL culture comes back, do you hop back on that? That's a lot of work and damage on your body. I was just thinking about this, and I was just thinking about our youth. And, you know, my daughter's 27 now, so she pretty much knows, she works out like crazy, and she knows like who she is as a person. But I'm talking about these girls that are like 12, 13, scrolling the net and seeing like all these changes. And you know, you're at a very vulnerable age in your teens. Even for the males, you're like very vulnerable. And now that we have these gadgets at our fingertips, and so do they, it's going to be very interesting to see, you know, what happens in the upcoming, you know, decade. It's going to be a lot of changes. I don't know. I think you're not going to see a lot of BBLs. And if you do see a BBL, you're going to know what time frame it was done. You're going to be like, oh, I remember that. That's going to be like, become like an artifact. Like if you see one of those, and I'm talking about the outrageous ones, the ones where you know people went too far, you know. So just let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We just have good discussions on this channel. It's not for hate. It's not for people to just get at each other in the comments. I mean, it's okay to agree to disagree over here because that's what we do. And I'm just the type of person that, like, if you get disrespectful in the comments, I'm going to heart and keep it moving. But I love the discussion. So hope you guys like this, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.